All right. Okay. Hi. Good afternoon, everybody. It's Rafi here from ARK-AV. Just testing out my new live setup right now. So if you are online, just give a shout out in the comments. I do apologize if it's a little rough around the edges, because it's just getting this system to be up and running and making sure everything is smooth. So it's what a better way to test drive than to just go live, right? So today I'm just gonna share a little bit with you guys, a bit about how I've put this system together, as well as just some information about live streaming and what makes it good for this current situation right now with the COVID-19. A lot of problems in the events, entertainment, performing arts, and even a lot of businesses are being affected because we can't have big gatherings. A lot of conferences, events are canceled, no large gatherings. So it can be a bit of a challenge just to get things up and running. So that's why I think for the past couple of weeks, live streaming has become very popular. Not so much because of the ease of the platform, but I think it's more about the reach. So you have a wider reach of a remote audience. So you could basically set your cameras, even like a webcam, like what I'm using right now, and you can start broadcasting to your audiences that could be anywhere in the world. So right now, basically, I'm streaming it out of the office. I've actually got two cameras set up, but unfortunately, my HD camera battery just went out, so I'm just waiting for that to charge up. Then it'll be online quite soon. In the meantime, I just want to share a little bit about how I've put together this relatively simple system that's quite low cost, and it's something that will be useful for anyone that's intending to do any kind of streaming, whether you are a business that needs to do a town hall meeting, or if you are a house of worship and you need to continue your gatherings, or if you are a trainer or a school and you need to do trainings in a different form. So when we do live stream, basically you're just capturing images, video of course, and you can still do your presentations just like you would in a live class. Of course, the difference would be you need to set everything up in the software for you to make sure that everything's running smoothly. So if you're joining me live right now, you can just drop me some comments on the YouTube or on Facebook, because right now I'm actually broadcasting simultaneously just to test the system. So I'm streaming in 1080p in both YouTube as well as Facebook. You see me facing this way because my monitors are on this side, right? So if you are online and you're watching, just drop me a comment, and so I know where you are and how the quality of the stream is for you. So right now, basically what I have set up, what you're looking at me from, is a Logitech C922 webcam. It's a full HD webcam. And my other camera up here, which is currently charging, is taking a minute or two to charge up. That's a Sony RX100 Mark IV, which is coming into my PC through a HD capture card. So just a quick rundown of my system over here. Basically, I've got a PC It's in a small ITX casing, and this is basically a Ryzen 6 core PC with a 4 GB graphics card. It's NVIDIA with the hardware encoders, as well as 16 gigs of RAM. And of course, it's running Windows 10 Professional. And for the capture card, I'm using an Elgato Camlink 4K. Let me just quickly grab the box. So this is the capture card that I'm using, the Elgato Camlink 4K. It's using USB 3 to get into the PC, and it's relatively small. It's just about this size. So it just plugs in directly into your PC or laptop, and you're good to go. On the back here is a full-size HDMI. So you can plug it into your camera or even another presentation laptop. So that's pretty simple. This costs around 200 Singapore dollars, so about 150 USD. You could possibly still get it on Amazon. I'll drop some links in the comments later. But currently, as you guys know, live stream is pretty sought after worldwide. So if you've been trying to purchase some capture cards, you're probably having a hard time because there's a global shortage of budget-friendly capture cards right now. So like the Blackmagic ATEM Mini, which is a 4 HDMI input USB HDMI capture device, that's been sold out all over the world for the past 2 months. So I've been trying to get my hands on one, but there's just none available. So not even from the States or anywhere else. So it's totally sold out. I managed to grab 2 of these on Amazon. So that came quite quickly. And the day after it arrived, it was sold out. And I don't think they're stocking up anymore. So hopefully there'll be more coming into Singapore and around the world quite soon. But at the moment, this is what I have that's running quite smoothly, and the system has been pretty stable so far. I have not got any major crashes, fingers crossed. Right now, I'm using vmix to broadcast to you guys. vmix, as you know, is it's free to a certain extent. If you're streaming in slightly smaller than HD, you could use that for free. But if you're going for HD to 4K, it's not that expensive. It starts around 60 USD for a perpetual license. So that's pretty all right. And of course, there are other options like OBS, which is Open Broadcaster Software. Very popular right now because it's absolutely free. It does take a little bit more effort to set that up. Okay, so basically there's just a little bit of a rundown. Let me just power on my other camera and see if that's online right now. And yes, so my better camera is online right now. So you can see the image quality on a HDMI capture device is way better than a USB webcam. That's why we recommend for you to use a capture device so you can get crisp, better image quality, as well as autofocus and good depth of field if you're gonna show devices like this. Close up to the camera so you can get much better picture, good depth of field, as well as good skin tone as well. So if you can see, I've done some color correcting between my 2 cameras. So if you look at the skin tone, it's quite close, not perfect yet. I have a bit more time to fiddle with the color correction. It can get a bit closer. But right now, I think it's pretty good. Not too bad at all, I must say. Even the color of my shirt is quite close to match. Yeah, and as you can see, I'm also using a professional microphone going into the PC using just a standard USB audio interface so that we can get much better audio quality for your live stream. What you want to make sure is that you have good audio coming in. So even if your picture is getting downsampled to 720p or even less, especially if you have very low bandwidth, so then a good quality sound will keep your audience engaged much better, right? So I'm using a Shure Beta 87A. It's a bit overkill for a streaming setup like this, but that's what I had around, so it works really well. I do have a couple of other microphones that I'll share with you in another stream. I'll probably do it in a stream tomorrow or maybe the day after, just to share a little bit about how I get good sound quality with my videos. So I'll share a little bit about the different types of microphones available that are pretty good on the budget. Right, so right now I have just a few folks that are tuning in live. If you are online, do help me to share the link so that we can get a little bit more reach. It'll be a good chance to see how many people can tune in live right now, and I just want to get some comments from you guys as well about the quality, as well as the if there's any lag, or even if there's any issues that you are encountering, you can just drop them in the comments. I can see that right over here. Okay, so I just want to show a little bit of presentation just to share what ARK-AV can help you with at this time. So with the whole COVID-19 situation, a lot of companies have been affected because of cancellation of events, as well as a lot of small group meetings even, which cannot happen. So one of the options is to go online, of course. So you can start to do your events on a smaller scale and broadcast that for your folks, your business clients and audiences to participate and enjoy in an online setting. So there'll be a remote audience that can help you with that. So right now I'm just gonna go through some presentation. It's a deck that I've been sending out to some clients as well. So I'll just share a little bit about the system as well as what we can offer you here in ARK-AV. All right. So right now what you're watching is a slideshow deck. So this is just a PowerPoint slide that's being captured on vmix for you guys to have a look in, right? So for this, a lesson that I actually call the ARK-AV live stream 101. So we are sharing with you what are the options on how to go live and the kind of equipment that you need, and of course, more importantly, the benefits of going live, right? So basically, as you know, many businesses and events were impacted by this whole COVID-19 virus. So no one would have expected such a global shutdown and slowdown of the economy to happen. But thankfully, we do have lots of technology already on hand that can help us in times like this. So in short, live streaming, as I mentioned in this slide, it allows your businesses to carry on remotely and more importantly, safely. So your health is important, right? So going live, anyone with an internet connection is able to join you, right? And the other thing is that you potentially have an unlimited audience that can tune in. So anyone with an internet connection and access to your link would be able to join you live. Like right now, you guys on Facebook and YouTube are watching me live from wherever you are in the world. Right, so there's 5 benefits of live streaming that I like to share with you. So you do have to take note that these are just 5 short examples that I've picked up, but there are many, many more. Right, so number 1 on my list is that it's easy to go live. Right, so you don't need a computer engineering degree. It's pretty easy to set up, and at the simplest, it's just hitting one button on your app to get going. Nowadays, with like you have Facebook and Instagram, you have LinkedIn, even that you can go live with just one click, right? So it's a lot easier to go live now than it is before. Of course, there are also more complicated ways. If you want better quality, you want higher resolution, then there's more stuff for you to learn. Right, so essentially setting up a live stream can take as little as 5 minutes for you to put together. And if you have zero experience, you can get started in no time. And benefit number 2, it's free to start. I would originally have said free full stop, but I actually should say it's free to start, right? Because there are many, many free options. Like I shared, OBS or vmix has a good platform that you can start streaming with very little cost, in fact free. And if you want to get a lot more detail, a lot more control, then you can work on the paid versions of these apps, especially like vmix. Vmix, you can get like a full suite of all NDI control and everything else. So if you want more control, you can spend a little bit of money on that. If not, there are plenty of free tools just like your Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And of course, benefit number 3, it's an opportunity for you to engage your audience, right? You can get your followers and subscribers to get notified. So you have to ask your subscribers, hey, you guys follow, and whenever you go live, they'll get a notification and they can join you in the comments and live chat. So it's a great opportunity to really engage with your audiences, even the public, right? Many free platforms for you to share. I mean, even if you're going live on Zoom, there's a chat, and you can have interaction by inviting guests on your show, right? So engaging your audience is a pretty big benefit of going live. And number 4, archiving your event. Whenever you go live, you can simultaneously record your stream. And what I'm doing right now, I'm streaming to Facebook and YouTube simultaneously, and I'm also recording this in full HD quality for me to edit, clean up, and to post it as an additional video on my channel a bit later on. Right, so archiving your event is very useful so that you can market your content for future events. Or if it's a live event that you're getting folks to sign up to attend, those that could not make it for the live event, they can still view it later on. Right, so archiving your event is a great benefit as well. And last but not least, you also have an opportunity of monetizing your event. So after you've finished your stream, you've archived the event, you can put up the edited video online as a pay-per-view or an online course. So this is something that you can put together like a landing page. There are tools like MailChimp and stuff that you can put together landing pages quite easily with subscribe or a PayPal link, and your audiences can just drop a donation, or if you have a fixed cost, you can put in a fee for your audiences or post-event attendees to purchase the video later on. And of course, that's 5 benefits of going live and how you can package and market your videos, right? So what are the requirements that you need to go live, right? So the basic hardware requirements, of course, is you need a computer. It could be any PC or Mac. Would recommend something that's at least a quad core. So we're looking like an i5 or i7 Intel. And of course, there are AMD Ryzen chips that are pretty powerful as well. A GPU or graphics card is optional. Of course, you get better encoding power when you have a GPU. If not, then as long as you have a powerful enough CPU, it should be able to stream smoothly. I would usually recommend for you to have 2 computers, so one dedicated PC or Mac for streaming and a second laptop or PC just for your presentation slides. This is because of redundancy, so you also don't want to overtax the processing of your streaming computer, because if there's too much going on in the processing, they might affect the encoding for your stream itself. So if you have a lot of slides or you have a live event, I would highly recommend that you have your slides and presentations on a separate computer and then capture that display into the streaming PC. So what else do you need? You need a USB webcam, which is the easiest to start, and or a HDMI capture card where you can put in much better quality videos. And when you put in a HD camera, it's very important that you choose one that has a clean HDMI output. So what do we mean by a clean HDMI output? So essentially, the HDMI of your camera, sometimes it comes with a bunch of information like your aperture, focus, battery life, and so on. So if this display is replicated on the HDMI output, that's of no use for you. So you can't use that for your live stream unless you crop it out, but that defeats the purpose, right? So you need to make sure that your camera has a clean HDMI output. How do you find out? Elgato actually has a list on their website. I'll drop a link in the comments section later for you to have a look. So Elgato has compiled a list of cameras that have clean HDMI output and which ones are compatible with their capture cards. Generally, whatever is compatible with their system should be compatible with the rest of the capture devices, right? So clean HDMI output is very, very, very important. Next thing that you need, of course, is a YouTube channel. If you are planning to go live on YouTube, you need to be verified. So when you create a YouTube channel, you need to make sure that you have a certain few things like your display profile picture, and you need to apply to be verified. So once you're verified, you are able to go live. And for Facebook as well, you need a Facebook page or a Facebook group. I believe you can also go live using a Facebook event page. So that also is something that you need to set up beforehand. So these are some of the basic hardware requirements that you need to go live. And if you're looking at the large scheme of things, this schematic drawing would help you to understand a little bit about how you would want to connect everything. So over here, you will see on the left would be all your sources which you are going to input into your system. So under video sources, you have your cameras, of course. You have an example photo up there. You have like PTZ or pan tilt zoom cameras. You have USB webcams. And of course, you have your DSLR, mirrorless cameras, and professional or prosumer video cameras. Under the audio sources, you would definitely have a microphone. If you don't have an external microphone, you could of course use the built-in microphone of your camera or webcam. But of course, do take note that it might not be as clean as signal. So because of the compression and sometimes the low quality of these devices, you may not get very good sound. So for audio sources, I would always recommend you to have an external microphone or audio interface for you to capture the sound properly. And of course, other audio sources would be music that you want to put in for playback. So things like background music over the loops and things that would make additional ambient music playing in the background while you're talking. Yeah, so stuff like that are also audio sources. And thirdly, of course, you have your graphics and slides. So your graphics and slides includes your presentations, your logos, your ticker tape, and other kinds of overlays that they want to put on top of your live video. So these are all things that you can input directly into your capture software or your vision mixer. So the center portion there, the large rectangle, we're looking at the capturing and mixing. So you have your traditional video ingest devices, such as a vision mixer or a video mixer, or nowadays most of us use computer systems to take the video in. So you have your OBS or vmix and so on. And right below that, you see the need for internet. I would highly recommend using a wired internet connection. This gives you much more stable internet and better bandwidth for you to stream. Of course, if you don't have wired internet, it is still possible to stream over Wi-Fi. Like right now, I'm just using Wi-Fi to test this stream. Most of the time, it works all right, but sometimes it might get a little bit laggy. So it's always preferable to use a wired internet. Sometimes you may not have internet in your location, or you might be streaming from outdoors. Then it's a good opportunity to look into bonded SIM, like 4G routers that you can use with your devices. This would help you get online outdoors at a much better speed, right? So like pairing your phone wouldn't do too well. You have to get 4G routers that you can put SIM cards in, 2 or 3 SIM cards, and they'll give you better bandwidth for your online stream. And over on the bottom right, you'll see the encoding and streaming. So your encoding and streaming essentially are the software that we use to translate the video into your stream itself. So you can have vmix, which is what I'm using right now. And of course, there are other available softwares like OBS or Streamlabs and YouTube and Facebook Live. There are also like paid apps like Darkcast. Darkcast basically allows you to embed the video directly into your website. So this is a good option for businesses if you want to have your videos hosted directly onto your website. And from there, you can reach your remote audiences anywhere in the world. So this would be how it would look like if you set up your entire system. You would have this potential setup that you put together. So as an example, this is just a setup that I've done for a church here in Singapore. You can do layout and customize scenes for OBS. Of course, you can do the same within vmix or any other broadcasting software. So you can do things like a pre-event loop, like what you saw on my stream just before I began this stream. There was a bit of a video loop with some music in the background, and you can add your customized logo on that. And alternately, you can also have your picture-in-picture for your slideshow, things like chroma key to remove the background of the presenter and so on. And of course, there's also opportunity to screen capture if you want to present things like software presentation, how-to videos. You can present a display capture of your computer itself. And of course, there are custom-made templates that you can use to make your videos pop a little bit more and have a better kind of a graphical look for your show. So if you're having a gaming live stream, perhaps you have a very edgy kind of background, or if you're doing like a news broadcast, so you might have your ticker tape down the stretch on the bottom, so on and so forth. And this is also a way that for you to put info like your social media tags, hashtags, and so on, so that your followers and audiences can engage with you better, right? So these customized templates can be put together to freshen up and make your presentations and your live stream look more unique, right? So you have a better overall aesthetic look for your stream. Right, so at ARK-AV over here, what we'd like to help you guys with is just to help you get the system up and running, right? So as you know, ARK-AV, I've started this company in 2018 to help in the technical production with audio and visual systems and consulting. Right now, with the situation here in Singapore, there is a need to help small businesses, schools, and organizations to get online for their streaming services. So here at ARK-AV, I would like to help you with that, right? So I'll help you with audio-visual and live stream consultation. We'll do a system design and configuration for you. That means putting together the hardware and software solutions that will work best for what you need to do. And if you like customized system, we can put together the hardware and software for you and sell you the entire workstation for you to use in the long run. And of course, for shorter run of events, we also offer a rental of streaming systems so that you can just get started right away, right? So rental systems range on a different number of packages, which I'll share in a little bit. And of course, we also provide you with some of the videography services if you need. For For example, you need camera operators or you need to rent professional quality cameras that will help you get your streams of a better quality, especially if you're recording stuff for trainings. You need to make sure that you have good quality for your audiences to hear and listen properly, right? So if you need to rent AV equipment to help you get your streams up and running, we are also able to help you there. So we do have a couple of packages that we can help you with. So if you'd like to get started with streaming, we could just do a quick consult with you, like an 1 hour on-site consultation. That will be my consult package, package A. And if you'd like to just rent the equipment itself, a dry rental will help you to get things up and running. And then you have your own crew to run the stream itself. So that will be my eco package, or package B, which starts at $300. And of course, if you want a bit more power and a bit more quality, we have the package C, or basic package, which goes from $600 and up. This is with one HD camera and a laptop or PC that helps you to go online. Right, this includes a standby crew and operator that will help you make sure that everything is running smoothly. And of course, my package D is my high-end package. Is for you to have multi-camera setup. Things like you need a 3-cam, 4-cam kind of a setup for seminars, panel sessions, and so on. So that would be the package for you to choose. Right, so these are the kinds of packages that I've put together that would help you to get started with your stream. So if you do need any additional info, of course you can come back to me over email. You can drop me an email, rafi@arkav.com, or give me a call, or just drop me a message here on Facebook or YouTube, and I'll get back to you with more information. So basically, that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. So we want to make sure that we are able to help you get your systems up and running so that you can have a good stream for your audience, for your clients, and for your business to continue during these troubling times. So we'd like to help you get things up to speed fast, right? So that's why we have rental systems, and also if you need to purchase something for the long term, it's something that we want to help you with, right? So I hope that you have some valuable information today, and if you do have anything else that you'd like to ask me about, just drop it in the comments below so that I can get back to you. Also available over the messenger here on Facebook. Just drop a message and I'll get back to you. If there is anything else, just give me a call and drop me an email so that we can get this conversation started, right? So this is something that everyone is facing right now. So it's just an opportunity for me to lend a helping hand. So if you do need assistance in any way, just give me a shout out. Yeah, so I'll leave this up for you to have a follow again, and would like again to say thank you. Thank you very much for joining me live on this stream test, and hopefully you would have some good information that will help. I'll drop some additional links in the comment section below so that you can check out a little bit more about the Elgato Cam Link, about my setup, as well as the kind of packages that I'm offering for you guys. Okay, so thanks very much for tuning in. Have a great day ahead and have a safe week. So take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.